tip, or if you guys are using 4G, like me, if you're using a 4G system and are trying to work out why you can't get broadband, move your router 45 degrees. That's all I did. Didn't even move it from where it's sitting. I've literally just turned it 1/8 of a circle. That's all I've done. So, we are here. As some of you guys will have seen, we are going to do a bit of art today. We're going to do some artwork. We're going to help a mate out. So, the mate we're talking about is Freddie. He's starting up his Twitch channel again. He's getting himself sorted. He's done a few videos, but he is missing some stuff. So, we're going to help him out because, yeah, you know, he's not done it before, and just a little bit of a kickstart. Let's face it, we can all do with a kickstart, right? So we're going to help out a mate. And I think this is the best way to help out a mate, is to do that on a Sunday if you haven't gone to church. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds beautiful. So let's have a little look at what we're trying to achieve. And we're going to start off with the Twitch channel. So I'm going to switch over to the widescreen. The music has begun. There we go. So you can see on our channel now, we've got the circle in theory around the webcam, but I've got to adjust the webcam because it's a little bit bigger than it should be. That's something, you know, tidy it up. Ideas there. You're now seeing a cascading effect on what is the Twitch channel above, okay, in here, and you can see that we've got the same theme, the blue, the pink, going into the purple, where the two meet, okay? Because we include everybody. We don't care, male, female, in between. You can play games, you can join us, you can do art, you can do music, you can do whatever the hell you like, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But what we're here for is we're here to help out Freddie. So first off, we're going to start off with our channel. So this is the Ferret Labs channel, okay? Doing okay, we've got 19 followers. That's actually nice, I'm happy about that. If you're following us, thank you very much. If you're not, please consider doing so. That's all I ask. Okay, so this is the generic layout. Twitch have changed some of the way they work, so you can now see in the background, because we're live, it's showing the live video, which is going to be fun for doing this video. If we hit about takes us to here, which is the bit we really want to concentrate on. Merch, charity, YouTube, friends, donate, about me, and the setup. So what you have, what you're setting up, how you're configuring yourself. So this is what we're going to go through, how to draw that, what we're going to draw, and just little ideas, what you can put in there, maybe an icon for yourself, maybe change the way your icon looks, and just a little bit of design, and sort of just try and be a bit creative. Because let's face it, it's Sunday, we're going to help out a mate, and we're going to be creative, and make a YouTube video, or Twitch video in this case, in one. Sounds like a great idea. Let's see how far we get, and how stuck we get. Now, I think the first thing we need to do is look at the logo and make the logo instantly recognisable. So this is ours, and you can see the Ferret channel face that is everywhere, including on the button that you're watching this on Twitch. You will see the Ferret Labs logo, the little, what was supposed to be a ferret face, and even I admit, it comes out more looking like a kind of kangaroo with I tried to put some goggles on, like sort of. I was trying to go for like the steampunk design, but it just worked. It did work, and I stopped when it started to look like, yeah, this works for me, because I didn't want to change it. And I think this is the thing: you're never going to get it perfect, but get it where you think, can I improve this further with my current skill level? No. So this is what we're doing. We're now going to help them out. So that's our channel. That is the Testy Ferrets, or Ferret Labs as we are now. That is our channel. That's how it looks. We've got a logo, we've got live streaming, you see the logo everywhere. It's all over the place. Beautiful. That's absolutely perfect. We don't actually need any more than that. Let's just remove the bookmark bar because that's going to get in the way. There we go. Much better. Right. So we're going to take that information, and now we're going to go over and we're going to have a quick look at Freddie's channel. Okay, so this is Freddie's channel, and you can see he's got his videos. That's normal. You can't really change a lot on there. You haven't got a lot of options. following. Can't really unfollow him, don't want to unfollow him. So, we've got some videos, that's cool. Not too many overlays in there. I was talking to him about that last night for when he's doing his streaming on PC. He does do a few bits on Xbox. Can't really affect the Xbox since we record it and pipe it through something and do a change. We hit about it's completely clear. The problem we have is, like I did the very first time I did it, the logo that he has, which is, as you can see just on screen here, in this bit here, this little bit here, which hopefully you can see me moving around, maybe with a different mouse, this one here, this logo is not really clearly saying I'm Redders. And we need to look at that. We need to change, I think, first the logo, and then he needs the buttons. And maybe we tie the buttons in with the logo. Maybe we change the way the logo sits. Maybe we change the way some of it goes. And bear in mind, he doesn't know this is coming. We're doing this because, one, it's Sunday morning, and we should do something charitable. And two, I think he needs a hand. He needs to pick me up. He was a little bit depressed yesterday, so let's give the guy a bit of a hand. I mean, let's face it. So what we've got here, this is Inkscape. So Inkscape has, I prefer Inkscape for this sort of design for a few reasons. One, it allows for the alpha channel, which means anything that's behind it, you can make invisible. Great for doing Steam overlays, great for doing things like that. And we can do some stream. Maybe we might do a stream overlay as well. See how it goes. See what we work out for. Maybe we start on the stream overlay and we move on from there. Maybe that's a better plan. We tie everything together and it all gets locked in at once. So we know that there are a couple of things that he does do. Why is the properties not come up? Wait. Where have you gone? PC, GUI. No, really do need the proper properties, please. Come on. Alright. Where have you gone? No, and no. Right, okay. I'm going to do it that way. Fine. I'm just reloading the space. Done it a couple of times. It's an okay bit of software, but it has its quirks every now and then for some reason. Come on. I can't. That's annoying. What is this doing? What is it with today? Try and help out, mate, and it does something really, really unwanted. GUI, machine, computer. Can we draw something? We can draw something, so that's the start. We then get the document properties up. Is it going to be difficult? No idea. No idea. Where in the name of everything has that got? Has it gone somewhere really weird, wonderful? Oh, it's... Right. So in your default version, what used to happen is this used to be popped out, which, yay, doesn't pop out anymore. I want to change it to landscape for a start, and I'm going to change this to pixels, px. Now, most of us, we're 1920 by 1080p. That is what most people will produce their work for, because that is the normal streaming size. Some people do 4K. You'll notice that the odd screen resolution we're running at the moment is actually 3440 by 1440 because I have an ultra wide monitor because I do my drawing on GIMP and other stuff like that. So because I do my drawing, I want a monitor I can fit. I couldn't fit a full 4K monitor up because I have stuff above my desk and I couldn't fit it in there. So I went for an ultra wide to get the pixel density I wanted, and the way I wanted it, what I wanted, how I wanted it. Oh, hello. Right, let's put in the 1080 again. So that is a 1080p screen. Perfect. So we know that the first thing we need to do is draw her out, like so. Okay. Beautiful, lovely, wonderful, wunderbar. So at the moment we have got black with the yellow in the centre. I can see we've got a channel viewer, Jean Harnescu and Lewis. Hello, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Put the chat up, see if we can get you on chat. Hello. Right, so obviously the yellow bit on here, that is actually going to be the screen, and down the bottom left hand corner there's this button here that turns it invisible. That is the alpha channel I was on about, so we only get the edge. So we now have to look at how we're going to do the edge. So I'm just going to put that back to yellow for now. In fact, if I put the green, we can green screen it later. Well, actually I don't want to do that, because if you notice, getting a reflection of my eye, I do use a green screen. So we're going to go back white, green, yellow, get it right. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got. Stroke paints, what have we got? I've got dots, dashes. Can we do a custom? Oh, what's that allow us to do? Not a lot. How do we get custom? Markers. Okay, so we could do stops and starts. Nothing. Okay. Maybe I don't want to do stroke paint. Or I do want to do stroke paint. Okay, I do want to do stroke paint, but we're going to do solid marker. Take it back. I'm going to turn that invisible, and then we're going to up the width. Okay, going up the width a little bit. Let's say 2. Okay, that might work. I'll copy that, I'm going to paste it. Down here, so that's now overlay complete, but we're only selecting the top layer, and we are just going to look at that. I'm liking that a lot. So we could okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to move. I want to get the measurements right if I can. I'm going to have to have a look at this, but we can probably. Maybe I can move that now actually. Turn off the snapping. Snapping not helping. Okay. Alright, so let's try and avoid anything too big. We don't want it too thick, because anything thick, like you can see here, we've actually got on our screen, we cut off the corners because we haven't curved it, but we lose those corner bits. Not a lot of information in the corners, which is fine, but anything we take off the top, the bottom and the sides, we need to make it look about correct. And we also have the added issue that if I select, say I put this one on, and I put that yellow, I go to this one, I can put that to orange, yeah? But if I put that to see-through, I will see the yellow. I kind of want to do a cutout to a degree, which could be fun. Could be a fun one. There are other ways around it. We may look at that in a moment. Because what we don't want is we want to have a solid border. We're going to try and work out how we're going to do the border full thread, and what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So ideally, I was thinking like a tire motif, something like that maybe. That's what I was thinking. If I get it wide enough, I could probably put another line in there, and maybe tire it. But I'm not sure at the moment. I'm not sure how to do this one. It's a bit of a difficult one. Kind of want a curved edge. I don't really want a harsh turned in the corner edge. As I say, it doesn't really. I suppose it's down to you guys how you want to put it, but it's just me. It's gonna be a difficult one. We could bold it out to. We could bring the stroke style out by 3. That is a difficult one. Maybe we'll put a banner at the top. Maybe that's an answer. Maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. So something like that maybe, and then we're going to go over. Going to do that. Right, I'm just going to make that just for my own sanity. Makes my life a little bit easier. We'll bring that up to, I reckon, 1.3. Yeah, so it's not so hard, not so visible. I'm going to use the mouse for this bit. So I do have a tablet. Got a pen, and I do have a X Pen tablet that I use for generically drawing. I've paired it with a, if you guys can see that, a charger with a magnetic cable. So you can hear the beeping going on. Literally because, you know, if I want to get out of the way and play a game, I just yeet it. But in this case, this isn't actually going to help me, it's actually going to hinder me for a moment. Only for the fact that I'm trying to do something that is probably a little bit easier with the mouse. So these are all parts of the string. So we're going to look at trying to layer everything up and how we think it's going to sit. Now, I think I've got that one slightly wrong. Bring it in. We can look at the corners. So, and that's up here. See, it's in this corner up here. You may not be able to read the numbers. Appreciate that. Sorry guys, but I can't really zoom in my screen too much. Hello Bitch Bike. Hello Gina Nestu and Lurix. Hopefully you're enjoying the music and stuff like that. So what we have here, that's a start of a little bit going on. So obviously we need to do Freddy's logo as well, so we'll probably do the whole lot in one document just for fun. Let's save that out, it's going to get messy. So we're going to put this in Freddy's folder because I have a Freddy folder I created. Where is he? There he is. So we're going to call this spell, that'll probably help. Okay, so at the moment we've got a border which is just a black border. That's not going to work too well on a stream with a black background. That's what we have. Most of his stuff is red. Oh, I'm an idiot because I need to do that up here in stroke paint. So we'll turn that red, that's fine. Select this one, and then to make sure we get the same red, because I'm lazy, do that, which is cool. So that is going to be our header location, just our naming header. That's a nice little box we've got going on there. We could do something similar down the other end, so if we want to have the other option, just going to do that. We've got both options, top and bottom now. So, and that's just using key presses, so it's just the same item. I've just Control C, copied it, and then I've pushed V on the keyboard to flip the copy after I pasted it using Control V. So Control C, copy, Control V, paste, and then the pasted copy, I've just hit V to flip vertical. Okay, if I clicked H, it would flip it horizontally, but as it's supposed to be a somewhat universal, it's symmetrical. It's just gonna look the same no matter how I flip it, if I've got it right. So we've got bottom, we've got top. That's fine. We can. So that's that little bit. Maybe he wants to have a little box for his webcam. Look at that in a minute. We do need to look at his actual logo, which at the moment he doesn't actually have a logo that I can find that actually works for me. So I'm going to start off with a circle. We're going to make sure this circle is actually totally and utterly correct and is actually a circle and not even slightly elliptical, because I'm just being pedantic, and it looks slightly wrong on my monitor and probably looks slightly wrong on yours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and this little button here, you notice there's two squares and there's one circle. In the circle I can do that. Okay, you think, why do I want to do this? Because I think, because he likes his racing, I want to use a circle for the logo, and it also fits mainly with things like Twitch and stuff like that. Twitch, Twitter, everything's using a circle face. So if I put everything into a circle, I want to make it fit the circle. That would probably do what we want it to do for him. To me, it's going to be helpful. I reckon it's going to be helpful. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to hit this button, and we'll just turn that like that. Beautiful. Copy, paste, and we're going to, I'm going to do 3. This is when my brain was going for the original one. We're going to go through this very shortly. So we've now got 50, so I'm going to take that down. We've got to bear in mind a couple of things on this. So we've got the stroke style, which is 1.3. We want a gap between the outer and inner. I'm going to do 3 layers. So it's kind of like the idea is like you're going to have a tyre type effect going on, and just try and logo something here. So if we do 48, and we'll do 48 there. Oh, that's 480. 48. So it was 50, and it's now 48. And that's just a rudimentary, it's just a size. Okay. I think in 48 isn't quite where I want it, so I'm going to knock it down to 47. We're going to knock it down by 1. Actually, no, we're going to knock it down by 2. We're going to go 46. We're going to go 46. That may be too much. I don't know. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so out is 50, 46, so the next one's going to be 42. So that'd be this one here. And yes, I am eyeballing it in, putting it in place, because to me that makes sense. Beautiful and beautiful. You also note that this actually tried to then do some funky stuff. Perverting the way that the circles actually sat. And the reason it did that was because, literally speaking, the circle has been twisted. So those 2 points, the two square points on this are the points of push and pull, X and Y. So if I move it on a Z axis, just twist it, those 2 points stay at the same point that they were at, and they move with it. Yes, it's all relative. It's something to bear in mind that if you want to get something and make it ecliptical, you've got to make it in a certain way, and do some cuts and other things. This to me is looking as I want it. I reckon, can we get that's his username, we know that's his username. Okay, so I'm going to red that out. I'm going to get some stroke paint. I'm going to paint that, I'll black that up yellow. Bold it out a little bit. Oh, not too much. Too much. Maybe we need to put that into a background. Maybe we need to put something in the background of that. So let's do we need to have a black background for him? Would that be better? Maybe it would, maybe. Let's go in, let's have a look. And yeah, I'm just eyeballing it because generally what I do is just eyeball everything I do. If it looks right to me, that's where I'm going to stop. Now, obviously, one thing I would like to do, and it wouldn't be a bad idea, is to actually put that on a curve. That would be cool. Put it on path. So I could put it on a path. Okay. Now, I want it to follow that one. I want to copy that and place that out. I'm going to move this over here. And the reason being is I can take that circle, I can make that circle invisible, and then I can move it as I need to move it so that the words come where I want them, hopefully. I really hope so. So, put on path, does that give us, can we do that? I'm assuming, yep, there we go. Put it on path, so I'm going to select this one, invisible, that stroke paint, let's get rid of that. Beautiful. And that's what I wondered. I wondered if I had the right size on it. There we go. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I want to remove the 23 from that, make the threaders slightly bigger, and put the 23 maybe. And we can obviously stretch style that up with a bit of paint. There we go. And we just maybe we haven't got the right font. Maybe that's part of our issue here at the moment. Maybe that's something we want to look at. Okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to get back into this one. Do that. And this is where I may have made a mistake in where I was earlier. Maybe I have to go. Oh, Barry. Okay. Let's scroll out for a bit. It's distinctive. It is distinctive. What I am thinking though is maybe I want to do some of these lines. I don't like the lines. I'm going to move that down there a bit. And this technically is the wrong one to start with. But I'm just going to eyeball it to there. This one. liking it. I am liking it. I'm wondering if I've got the right colour background. Or is it that I've got the wrong colour? I don't want a yellow. Maybe yellow's the bad idea. Maybe yellows. Hello to Not Corporal, Lurix, Gene Arnetsu, Commander Root, and Bitch Bike. Hello, welcome. Bit of a funky one. Quite what I want to do with this one. Just going to bring out a box. What I'm going to do with this box, just going to drag it in. Make my life a little bit easier. I want to put this against the red. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to work out. Actually, I think that's what we reckon. Something a little bit not so glary. That might work actually. That might work. Right, okay. So if you wonder why I brought that out, it's because it's an easier way for me to go right on this one. I'm gonna click this. It's got yellow. I can just pull out the dropper. Bang. There we are. Easier, so much easier. Lots of people go, oh, you can change it this way, you can do it this way. Just get the box out. Boom, there we are, straight in. And as you see, just changing colour changes the style. It just can make it pop a bit. What we do need to do though is I think that's fine, but potentially we ought to look at changing our font, which is just a sans serif at the moment, and possibly putting something else. What do you look like? That's okay. That's alright. Yeah, it's not my eyeball. Is that going to be? What do you reckon? So, those of you wondering why the red and the yellow, red and the gold, mainly because he's a bit of a footy fan. He likes his football, and yeah, he's a Liverpool supporter. So, like it, hate it, or indifference to it, that's what he is. And these are the colours he prefers, so which is fine. Ooh. Gonna work. That might work. Can we pull that out a bit? Can we pull that apart? Right, okay, so that is kind of working, but I wanna. I'm really not happy. Well, I want the gold in there, but I don't want it overshadowing the red. I want it looking right. That is really, there we are. So we've made a little bit of a logo for him, and that gives us a logo plan. All right, so there's a logo. Awesome. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna paste that or group it. Right, so that's now one unit. We can just move that around as we need to. That's out of the way. So I've now got a logo separate. Some of you are going, well, why have you done that, Dean? What are you doing that for? And there's a simple answer. I'm going to go to this one now. We're going to zoom into it a little bit. And I'm going to hit this black. And I'm just going to drag the black out. Like that. Okay. So he's got his threaders bit. We've got all that in there. That's beautiful. That's lovely. And then going to go in here. We're going to hit this button. And we're going to go in, and we're going to go about me. So this was all about getting his channel into the right, getting it ready for him, getting it into a state where he can do something with it, and have something that's going to do something for him. It's going to show him. It's going to show you know, hey, I'm here. You know, it's just channel art and adornment for Twitch and things like that, which you guys can see on our channel. You can see on the channel you're on at the moment. For those that are catching up, so this is how we look at the moment. We've gone for a pink to a blue with a purple in the centre because I run the gaming group. This is a gaming group, but it's also about doing fun things like music, like doing this drawing, that sort of stuff. It's about just being here and being about for everybody, just having a bit of fun and just streaming. That's what this is for. Fred has a channel. We did his racing art. It's racing, football, and good times. That's his goal for his channel. That's what he's looking for. You can see he's part of the Testy Ferrets, which is what we were. The Testy Ferrets, we're Ferret Labs, but to save trying to change all of it on Twitch and go through a load of pain, we just set with the Testy Ferrets. A lot easier. One day I may change it if I actually get the chance. And we've got links in, so we've got Fredders, we've got Ian, so we could open up Ian's. Ian's is in there somewhere. You can see he runs Retro Rat Gaming. If you see Retro Rat, this is Retro Rat. So it's a skeleton. It's a Halloween skeleton that we brought, and he's dressed it up in a tuxedo, and that's his icon. It's a brilliant icon. It's great. And you can see Ian's gone in. He's got a Twitch timeline. He's got about this channel, a little bit, little bits and bobs. He's about Trackmania. I'm dating for him yet. We may do something for him if he wants it. But I know Freddie is looking to change this, and he's looking to do some bits. So let's bring this back up. Will that fit with what he's got there? Right, so first things we know is I've got the wrong font. That's the first thing we can see. The font's completely wrong. I want to match what he's already got there. That image is actually a little bit blurry. I don't know why that's so blurry. It really shouldn't be, because that image was massive when I did it. I'll have to look at that with Freddie at some point. So he's got the F23. It's like a little. It was going for a sort of cross between a Ferrari badge and a Porsche badge and a few other things. I'm still not overly happy with that as a logo, which I also drew. So I'm not happy with that, which is why I'm looking at doing this. I think if we change, we're going to go out. We're going to change. Now look, we can probably work out which one it is. So let's just minimise this down. Go over here. So bring this back. Right, so there's a slight accentuation on the F. Okay. Actually, as I did draw this in Inkscape somewhere, in here somewhere there should be a Fred drawing. Is that the one? Oh, there it is. There you go, guys. That is what it should look like. So that's Bookman old style. There we go. There we are. Alright, we're just going to find that out then. Back over here. Maximise that back out. Oh. I'd be worried with it. I'm going to go up and find Bookman old style. Where are we? Bookman old style. Bang. There we are. Right. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. We're going to change that one also. But my old style, because that's what we're doing. Keep all of it the same. Wherever it is, but my old style. Oh, too big, boys, too big. There we are. Okay. To say this one. Somewhere up here, there it is. Okay. Boom. Right, so there's a channel button. There we go. And maybe we need to do a little bit of movement here. These guys. Just to lift it and twist it a bit. That'll be alright. That'll be okay. That'll be alright. That'll be okay. Be something different. That'll be alright. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the straight plate back on. There we are. Beautiful. What are we at? What's we up to? Ooh, too much. Too much. A little bit too much. Let's put 1.8 around there. What's that like? Pardon me. No, I think that may be about right. Let's... Oh, yeah, do it. Yeah, well. Now, cheek. Threaders bits gone all over. It's done that. Is that actually over on that one? No. Just doing something weird, but okay. And we can change that to charity. So, what have we got on our list? Charity merch, YouTube friends, support, my setup, donate. So we've got a few buttons to create. At this point, we're in the end sort of end game of this, really, in that sense. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to leave the buttons relatively alone. I don't want to change the length, ideally. Rather move these guys to the centre. Do we want to add anything to that? Maybe an underline. Would an underline sort of? Would an underline help us out here? Where's the underline button gone? Control U should be. No. Okay. Well, in that case, we can just cheat and do it ourselves. Here's something else you won't have noticed. On here, I've got a rounded edge. Maybe I don't want a rounded edge. Maybe I do. Not too sure what we reckon. Do we reckon the rounded edge works for us? We can move that about a bit, make it look as we want. What do we reckon, guys? What do we reckon? What's our thinking? In. Now what I could do is I could do that and then put it behind it, but that has maybe we need to put a shadow in. Maybe that's an option. Maybe we need to put a shadow in. Maybe. Or, I've got a choice, I either put a shadow in or I put that there like that. What do we reckon? I still reckon that doesn't look right for some reason. That looks slightly better. Yeah, that looks looks right. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll stick with that. We'll just shorten it down and put in multiple lines if we want them in there. Just group that, copy it, paste it out, and then we'll group it in the same place. Get back in. We can change that part of the group. So what have we got? Merch. We haven't done merch yet, so let's merch. There we go. Beautiful. Select this one. Bring you out. Bring you out. There we are. About right. Just eyeballing it. That looks about right. That looks about okay. That'll be fine. Right. Those of you wondering why I'm copying and pasting these, it's because if I need to change something on one of them, I don't have to go back and rewrite everything out again. If I need to change something and I can work out what I need to do, I can just make the changes I need to rather than anything else. So maybe I need to change the wordings, maybe. And certainly we're going to need to change the location of some of this. Bring that out, bringing that out that way. Again, I'm doing this by eyeball just because it has to look right to me. Once it looks right to me, then the others can have it, we can do bits with it. So, at the moment, that's looking pretty, I think that's looking pretty sweet. Let's see who have we got online after this hour of, well, mucking about. We've got Bitch Pike, Commander Root, John RSU and Lyrics. Hello and welcome. So those of you that are listening to the music on the channel at the moment, that music you can hear is from Stream Beats. So if you need free music, that's the way for you to go, I think, at the moment. I know that Twitch has released some music. I don't use it. I don't use that particular bit of music because I can see there's going to be some fun in the future when basically Twitch marks it out on YouTube, so you can't use it on YouTube. That'll be the next one. I can see that coming. I think that is the future of how that music is going to go. You're going to have one on one channel, one on another, and if you did something like that where everything now silent, you're going to hit this problem. You're going to hit this bit of issue where people don't do bits. So let's just have a little. We've got Fred. That's the main channel. Bring that back out. So that's the main channel logo, or the main channel bit, and then we've just got keeping like a theme going in. And maybe something I should do. Maybe something I should have done on this. Maybe I haven't done it, so let's try it. We're going to try it. We'll get rid of that one. We've got two YouTubes. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna that one, that one, that one. And the one thing I didn't do was we didn't put stroke paint on. And maybe we should have done. Maybe. So what colour are we looking at the moment? Red. Don't want it as red, we want it as does that look better in gold? Maybe that's the question we should have asked. I don't know. That's the honest answer. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one do you think looks better? The gold or the red. And this is part of the reason for drawing it all out separately. It's because if we draw it out separately, we can just pick and choose what we need. We can change the colour of it, we can move it around. And if we do something wrong on one of them, and we need to correct it, yes, we've got to correct it on the others, but I have to retype everything out, I have to reline everything. Everything will be as I want it. So, this one we're going to do friends. Alright, just type it in there. Oh. What I would, if my typing skills were any good, I've only been doing this for years, never mind. Bring that in. So there we are. That one bites the dust. And we'll do another one. And that's basically going to create his channel art for him, I hope. Hopefully he'll be happy with that. So he's got a similar sort of thing to what we've got. Maybe he's got a little bit more in it, but I could have put the YouTube channel there for us, the logo, but I didn't want to online. And maybe he makes that change. He'll have the SVG file, so he can make the changes he wants to make. If he just wants to put a black box with YouTube in, he can. I just think for him, this may help. It may also help to have a dark setting, I don't know. So, what else we've got that we need to put in here? There's a question that I had a while back. There's support and donate. Instagram, yeah, all of these. Yeah, I mean, you can do anything you like with this, really. Let's put in donate. Oh, nice. That's come out quite nice, actually. That's actually looking quite. I'm quite happy with that. That's about the right size, isn't it? Is that about the right size? Oh, possibly a little bit big. Maybe it'll be about that size then. Okay. Still clear, still concise. That'll be fine. That will be fine. I think that'll be good for him. I think that'll be what he needs. If he doesn't like it, he can change it, of course. And that's the thing. Just doing something to give a fella a hand. Oh. About there, I reckon. Right, you. Just gonna shrink you in there. I'm gonna pull you back out this way. Copy, paste. Move you. That's interesting. Why has that changed? Oh, why that changed that? That's interesting. No idea. Is that something I've missed in the previous ones? Maybe it is. Maybe that is something I missed. Let's have a quick look. a bit odd. So there we go. Something like that. Not the worst, not the best. I agree. This is just to get someone started. I think this is the bit that people get wrong. Why is that? No. No. What happened there? What have I done? I've suddenly done something. I mean, that's not really a surprise for me, to be fair. Hitting the wrong button somewhere, I managed to select everything because I'm an idiot. It does happen. More than you care to admit, I think, for some people. Maybe not for others, maybe people don't like to admit their mistakes. Definitely made a mistake in there somewhere. Interesting that it's now shrinking that. I don't know why that's doing that. There we go. Beautiful perfection. Let me just through that, copy it, paste it, there we go. What else have we got that we need to do? I've got about me. About me, I think we have, haven't we? Yeah, about me's done. Done donate. I don't know if you've got Instagram or Facebook, so I might leave those. Donate. Would it be helpful if I did this in the same order? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Haven't done support because I did donate. About me. What we'll do is Instagram. We know he's got Instagram. Woo. And he just fits. Look at that. Move you over here. Overlay you there. Just so I don't lose the alignment. Because, you know, things being what they are. There we go. There we are, Freddy. Some stream stuff for you, mate. Getting you some stream bits and bobs. One thing we haven't done yet. Maybe we want to do it. Maybe. I think that probably want to be black like that. Maybe he wants it black. Maybe he doesn't. You can make that decision. But we're going to copy this. Put that in there, and we're just gonna see. I want to leave it blank, and the reason I really want to leave it blank, I do really want to leave that blank, but yeah, I really do want to leave that blank, but let's just see how this looks. Pardon me. Let's just see how this looks. We're going to take that down to 0.1. Whoops. Whoopsies. Do that in there like that. There we go. So let's have a little look at what we've got for him in terms of what we're actually showing. So I mean, it's just a red border at the moment. We could animate it. The problem with doing animations, I found, is just the sheer cost of CPU power. So something else to bear in mind if you are doing streaming. I have a PC that I'm drawing on, and I have a PC that's doing my streaming. Because I'm doing so much from what I'm doing on my PC. If I were to do this on that machine or the stream on this machine, it would cause me some lag. It caused me some problems for actually doing bits, to actually working on parts. So this, for what we're doing here, is just literally to have a bit of a fiddle about, get it lined up for him so he's got an idea of what he can do. Maybe look at, we could do something with the outside, but I don't know what I'd do with the outside of that stream box. I mean, we could, there's plenty of stuff we could do. So we could curve the corners down even further. And that there is an issue with doing these corners as well, because these corners out here, these bits out here that you can see there and there, those four corners are going to be invisible. So if we were to literally take this out right now and put it onto the stream, it would 100% be showing the corners of our screen around it. You'll note that on the stream that we're doing, I've actually cut the corners up. So this bit here that you can see, I've actually cut it off. Mainly because I thought it distracted from what I was trying to do. Much to the annoyance of myself is, if you see this hand here, is actually outside this ring, which is annoying. That's something I've got to fix. I will be fixing that today, actually. And again, this is something with Streamlabs, OBS, that sort of stuff. You can add a masking. You can put a mask on it. That mask is actually drawn in artwork. Somewhere along the line, you're going to draw it, even if it's just a circle, simplistic circle. And all it's going to take is you to go, right, I've got this box, it's X, yeah? Now for a mask, you want to have a completely square, no rounded corners, perfect, box, and you want it completely black. So you remove, you can put the stroke paint in, or you remove the stroke paint, which is what I'm going to do. And we want that as close to a box as we can probably get it, is what we want. So, you know, if we did 100, there's our box. Beautiful, nice and easy, right? If you're making the mask, we want to draw. Now you're going to see something else. This is something else to be aware of, because of the way I've done what we did down here with his logo. Yeah, what I did down here with his logo is I cut it off and we moved it down. Because of what I've done there, it's not updated it. So in this one here, which says end, it's the fourth option. If I put in 360, it'll do that. I could just hit the make shape hole. No, it's the same button. It will do the same thing. It doesn't really matter. Okay. What I do need to do is on here, I want to make this a 90 by. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. So we're going to make that 50 by 50, makes sense. There we are. We'll paint it white. Move that in there. And that literally would do this circle as a. That's the right way around. I think that's the mask we need. So, well, we can prove this. We're going to prove this now, just while we're live on stream, just for fun, just because we can. If you draw something, so all of these elements, everything in here, we can do as separates. We can do as, you know, we can select an element, and we can go, right, I want to export this. At the end of the day, you want to export it to your system for you to use. Okay, so we'll go up here. This is going to be our mask. I'm going to export that. So I'm going to click export. Don't do that to me. Come on. There we are. I'm going to export it, and because we're doing stuff on threads, I'm just going to find thread stuff, which is in here, and I'm going to do mask. going to hit save. That has not exported anything so far. Not a thing. You have to hit export. The moment you hit export, that will now appear. That's all my old Inkscape stuff, all the stuff I'm mucking about with. And there it is. What should be a almost perfect square with a perfect circle. Because that's what we told it to do. If I copy that, I'm just going to put us on the full webcam because that will show the problem a little bit easier. You see the circle in there? Not quite round. It's not quite right. I'm going to move that across and we're just going to put that onto the server PC. And you'll see the difference it's making in a moment, hopefully. Hoping I've got this right. If I haven't, we will soon find out. Bit of system correction, as you do, you know. So let's put that into our Streamlabs setup. Stream design and paste. There we go. All right. So on here, if I select my webcam and I double click on my webcam, obviously you can't see my webcam. Well, you can see me, but you can't see the webcam itself of what I'm doing. I'm going to right click on the webcam and I'm going to go filters. I have a mask set up, so I can click browse. I can find the mask that I originally set, but in this case I want to go down. I'm going to find the new mask I've set. Wherever I've just put that to. Should be in here, should be in there. Stream designs, there it is. Mask. Boom. Done. And you'll see that this is now changed ever so slightly. We have a different. Oh, what's happened? Oh, hello. What has happened there? Ooh. Look at that. You want something this side? Nothing. There we go. See, this is the fun bit. This is where you get the fun in. So I've made a change on the mask, and that mask now, I'll realign it. There we go. I now have proper mask that side. This side, I've got a hole. I'm gonna have to work that out in a minute. Work out what I've done. Go back to the widescreen. The same masks should now apply, but you'll see it's now bigger. The whole bit's bigger. So I need to select my webcam, and I may have a problem here because I may have to make myself too small to fit in correctly. Yeah. Right, if I put my hand up like that, there we are. There we go. And that hopefully, and you can see I've got the hole here now because I've flipped it. But I'm not going over the majority of the mask because the mask works. Obviously I've got an error here. I don't know why I've got that error there. It's not too much of an annoyance, but I'm now not going over the masks. I've got a circular part around me. There we go. Much better. I'm actually happy with that. That'll do. That'll be fine. So what we can't do is we can't put any of this stuff onto Freddy's channel because we don't have that option. We don't have that option. But I will be putting it up for him to look at. Ah, there we go. Now we know what's happened. It's because I'm an idiot and I haven't centered that image fully. So apparently I don't want that at 50, I need that at 48 by 48 because I want a gap around it. There we go. That makes a bit more sense now. We know what's going on. We know where I went wrong. There we go. Hopefully this has been a bit helpful to you guys. I mean, let me know if it has, if it hasn't. The musings of an idiot whilst trying to work on something. Let's just get that back, and we're going to export that back out. We'll find that, do that, hit export. Yes, I'm going to replace it. That'd be perfect. I already have my location. I'm going to double check it. Black all the way around, perfect. Copy. Can't find my sub-piece here. Naming conventions, not the worst thing in the world. But there we are. These are all the various bits we've got going on. What we've had going on. Replace. That'd be perfect. Boom. And then hopefully, there you are. If you notice now on screen, the live update has actually taken straight effect. Yeah. If I go to full webcam, what should have happened is it will now, there you go, see, that edge has gone. It's a full live update. It's actually, it's something I do actually like for Streamlabs. It does work very, very well. In my personal opinion, they have done a very good job on that. Just recenter ourselves, and there we go. We now have a proper circle, no breaks, nothing else going on. And that's fixed. That's going to fix it across the whole. So I've applied the one mask everywhere, the one file. Just job done. Just boom. So there we go. If you guys have thoughts, let me know. So it's just a simple, a few simple little tricks of making up a Streamlabs element, making up a just an area. What you guys probably want to see is probably me moving this and showing the channel as it would be potentially. Maybe that's something you guys want to see, but there's not a lot in there, to be fair. So, as an example, you can use any product on the stream in the streaming system. You can just copy and paste it. It's really that simple. So what I could do is on the one that we're currently on, which is my widescreen, if I click image, I can go, I want to add an image, and I'm going to add, what am I going to add? I'm going to add, I forget, I have so many things in here. Okay, so I'm going to add a new source. Right, so you can see on screen it's now just gone way bigger. There's a massive bit around us. I can go down and I can go, right, I want to make my life a little bit easier. I want that. I want to fit into the screen, so I've got transform, fit the screen like that. Okay, you'll now see this is that border. If for any reason, I'd say I wanted to use that as my webcam, if I push and hold shift whilst moving the sides of the thing, I can actually change the aspect ratio of the box, and I can actually turn it into a box itself. You will notice though that it does change the width and how that works. If you're going to go for a box like that, you might want to be aware of that. What you could do is, I could do the whole screen. So just, there we go. And do the same here. Oh, and we could do that, and I could have the whole screen in multiple boxes if I wanted to. I don't generally want to. I don't find it actually works for me too well. Maybe it does, maybe it should, maybe it could. I mean, maybe I'm just a picky old sod. Maybe that's what it is. Does that look better? I don't think it does. So I'm just going to nix that. Yep. That's how I do my changes. And that's where I think this is going to come into play. Because what I would not do, if I were Freddy, is I wouldn't necessarily use this like this. Leaving this with a black insert, yeah, you could do that. You could do that nice and easy. I would probably look to get rid of that and add that writing in using the text GDI system inside Streamlabs or OBS personally. So, but he's got the elements there, you can layer them up, they're all done, and yeah, an hour and 15, we've made a few bits and bobs for his channel. We got a surround for him. I mean, it's a very basic surround, it is just literally that. I don't know what we could do to that to actually make it more something, you know, we want to put something in there. I don't know what he would want in there, in truth. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We're trying to design something we don't know what he'll want, where he'll want it. And that's part of the issue. Because we've got those sort of side bits in there. Something like that. There we are. We've made a little bit. I mean, what we could have done, I suppose, is we could have done that. It used to be a 90-degree. Where's the rotation option? Transform. Rotate. Hang on. We could do that. I don't know why he would want to do that, but he's got all 4 options now for what everyone wants to use them for, however he wants to use them. He can skew stuff, he can move stuff, depends how much processing power he wants to take. And this is the thing I was saying earlier. If I used to have, not too long ago, these elements above me were animated, and I've stopped animating them. And the reason I've stopped animating them is purely out of consideration for the amount of CPU usage and just the memory usage I want to use on OBS. This current stream, just doing what it's doing, is 500 meg in memory. If I put the animated border in that I had, which had the colours here just spinning around and moving, it instantly took it to over a gig. So think about that for a second. You want to minimise, certainly for Freddy, for what he's doing, he wants to minimise the amount of CPU usage he's going to be using and putting into his system, and how much that is actually going to affect the way of what he can do. If he starts trying to put in more and more onto the system, he will cause himself a lot of pain just by the sheer fact that he'll basically be taxing the system beyond where it currently is. So something else we could do with this. Look at that. Something we could have done with this, and something we didn't really think about, is we could do that. Yeah. Now that actually tells me that I've got things a little bit wonky, but as a webcam surround, that could be a bit funky, couldn't it? Oh, look at that. Could be a bit of a funky webcam surround. We just put that in there like that. Oh, maybe that'll work for him. Maybe. I mean, that's a pretty sweet one, isn't it? If I grab my alarm circuit, wrong one. Webcam. And I put myself in there. Yeah? That will work as a webcam surround. Well, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously at the moment, I'm using a circular bit. Could turn this into square. I think that'll look pretty good for him. There we are. So we've actually, with some of the stream elements we were playing around with, we've actually made him a web surround as well. And like everything, we can just copy and paste it out. Maybe this is the answer for the rest of the thing. Yeah? So if we go into here and we go, right, okay, we want to make a surround we like the look of. We're going to edit this. Bring that up. Do I need to bring that up? I don't. I actually don't. What I am going to do is we'll copy. So we've got a default border. It's just a rectangle. that's fine. I'm going to copy this out, I'm going to paste it, which is cool. We can lose that bit, we're going to change this, we're going to remove that, we're going to remove, are we going to remove it? No, actually, you know what? We won't, we'll leave that in there, we'll make that black, make this black as well. Okay, and then we're going to bring this down here. I'm just going to use the page as our guide. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit maybe. Okay, I'm liking the look of that. I'm going to copy, going to place, so do it on the vertical, shift it straight up because we're lazy. Going to bring this one in here. And yet I'm doing it all by eye again, guys, because I'm like that. Something like that. Horizontal that. There we go. And maybe that creates a sort of aesthetic for Freddy to use. There we are. So that could be his web surround. Really nice and easy to use. We just copy that out, and we can test this for him. Which we're testing for him. So we're going to export that. We're going to find Freddy. There he is. We're going to call that 1080 surround. Just so I know, since this is a 1080, what I am going to do is selection. I'm going to set that to 1920, and the height. Yep, height's automatically set itself. Beautiful. I'm going to hit export, which means this is now going to show up. Here, open that, and copy that across. And once again, we'll go back into the server. So some of you are looking at this going, oh, he does torrenting. Yes, I do torrent. Do you want to know what I torrent? I torrent stuff from Humble Bundle, because that's an option they give for downloading. So I don't have to sit there for half an hour or more watching a book or game or something like that they've given the option to download onto my PC. So I torrent it because they offer it. They're one of the few places that do, which is quite cool. And kudos to them for accepting a new bit of kit. Obviously these days it's not that new, but I wish more people would go for it. I wish the stigma, like depression, I wish that would bugger off as well. So let's have a little look. What have we got for our stream? Let's get our stream designs. So here's Freddy's surround. Just going to show it on screen. Let's fit that to our screen. Boom. There we are. That gives a Freddy surround for him. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, it's quite different. Of course, the only issue he will have potentially is the interference with the game he's got going on. So it's potentially he's going to miss ammo reloads. He's going to miss things like Rocket League boost. Now, obviously, where I'm sat at the moment is where the Rocket League boost camera placement's important. But there we go, Freddy. You've got a surround if you want it, mate. Not that you know you didn't ask for it. You're getting it though. And I think after an hour and a half, I think we're at the end of the stream. Really, we've done it. Done the goal I set out to do, which is to help a mate out who hasn't asked in that sense of help. He asked for some information and how to do it and where to get some bits from. But we've made the new logo. Hopefully he likes it. So hopefully he's going to like that. That's a bit of fun. And we may have to tweak it when he gets ready for it. We've got a new surround. We've got a webcam surround with his name in it. we could move that. We may move that. You know, just have it as a web surround. We've got the screen surround as well, which is pretty cool. And we've got all his buttons that you can use on his Twitch. So next time, you guys drop by, have a little look at Freddy's Twitch channel. It's here. Give him a hand. Say hi. Let him know you came from us. That'd be cool. Just let him know. Say, hey dude, Purple Ferret sent us. He'll know who I am. Hopefully we'll have some channel icons up there shortly. We may replace this up here. May have a look as to why that has actually gone the way it has. I don't know if there's a copy and paste issue going on with Freddy's account. That's something I'll look at when he's next online. So, I am the Purple Ferret. This is Ferret Labs. You can find us on Twitch. You can find us on YouTube. Have a look at our channel. If you think there's something we could do better, let us know. If you think there's something we should change, let me know. I'm open to listening to this stuff. I wanna make a channel you guys want to look at and you want to be part of, and just sort of chill out and have a good time. Hence a little bit of music. Hence me hopefully not waffling on too badly, and not overly distracting you guys. And hopefully you've had a bit of a chilled morning, and we can have that chilledness, have some fun. I do like my anime. But if memory serves, this is Tatsumaki from One Punch. For those of you that are interested or care, going, where'd you get that from? That was an image that someone linked me to. I can't remember where it was. I have to find the link out. But they linked us to it. I was like, that's my webpage. That's going to be my background. Boom. So that's my background. There you are. You guys don't get to see this that often, because I don't think you guys would be really that interested. If you want to see me do more stuff for streamers and that sort of thing, maybe you want to see me do one for Ian's channel. I noticed that Ian hasn't got one on there. If you want to see this again next Sunday or something like that, let us know. Maybe we can do some background stuff for Ian. We can put some of the retro rat in there. I mean, he's already got that logo of the picture. I think it's perfect. I think it's spot on. Do you think that's spot on? I don't think you can improve on that. Because it's simple, and every time I see it, I know it's him. I know he's coming online, and I can see it. So yeah, I think he's pretty sorted. I don't know if he wants any channel like himself. It's not something we've actually spoken about. If you guys have thoughts, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to see, anything you want to know about, let us know. Talk to us. I will happily go through it with you. See if we make a change. See if we make some stuff a little bit better. Because let's face it, we can't. A little bit of altruism does help. Helping each other out. We'll get there in the end. Let's all grow together and help each other. I'm Dino. This is Ferret Labs. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me today for this hour and a half stream. I will be back. I'm sure I'll be back today. We'll play some games. Maybe we'll have Freddie on the channel if he's not out. If he's out of work. I think he finishes a little bit late today. But we may catch up with him a little bit later. Have a bit of a chat and go, hey dude, congrats. Here you go. Have some of this, and he can just paste it in because he doesn't know this is coming yet, and he's managed to go on break and he's seen this. So yeah. I will let you guys know what his response was like. You can contact us on any of these. So we're on YouTube, Twitch. You know we're on Twitch. We're here. You guys can see us. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, let us know. Hit the subscribe, hit the follow, hit the bell icon to let you know that we're actually coming live again. And yeah, be well, stay safe guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.